Montana's wetlands support a diversity of life unseen in many other places of the country. From deep water ponds to shallow prairie pots, as many as 400 species call the wetlands home at some point in their life.
There's more species that depend on wetland habitats during some portion of their life cycle, whether it's breeding or migration or overwintering, than any other habitat in Montana. The wetlands that are really critical are these shallow, what we call ephemeral or very short-lived wetlands that are out there, and you get a little runoff in the spring. It's timed well with the bird migration. The birds are coming up from the south. They need those high-protein food resources such as aquatic insects and seeds, and that's not going to grow out here very well.
Just 2% of the state's landscape supports a wetland environment. It's one of the rarest natural habitats in Montana, and because of it, members of Ducks Unlimited spend much of their time and money working to preserve what Sanders refers to as America's breadbasket of waterfowl production.
Some of the stuff we're looking at up in northeastern Montana, which is really North America and especially the United States' portion, breadbasket of waterfowl production, is really eastern Montana and North and South Dakota. That's the prairie pothole region. That's the best of the best, and it extends up into Canada.
Despite the effort of Ducks Unlimited, the vast grassland habitat could be cut in half in the coming years. It's a complicated subject mired in the Farm Bill and the Conservation Reserve Program, which pays farmers to keep native grasslands out of production.
There's 2.3 million acres of grass up there for pheasants, sharp-tailed grouse, ducks, antelope, all these different species, and by 2010, we're looking at losing up to 1.1 million acres of that. It's going to come out of that program because it wasn't reauthorized at a very high level at the D.C. Level during the 2008 Farm Bill process.
The wetlands and surrounding grasslands play an essential role in the nesting habits of many species. Losing the shallow prairie pots and blocks of native grasslands could reduce the state's ability to attract and sustain breeding waterfowl, along with a host of other species.
They've got a high predation rate. Fox can find them. Fox can find the nests, raccoons, coyotes, animals like that, avian predators. So having that big block of intact grass is highly critical, and we've got that up in northeastern Montana, up in places like the Highline.
Montana members of Ducks Unlimited raised $750,000 last year to support the creation or protection of wetland habitats. Maintaining the wetland environment is vital to supporting a healthy bird migration and maintaining Montana's proud outdoor heritage.
So what goes on in Canada and what goes on the Highline, we're going to get that those birds funneling through places like here out at Lake Helena, funneling through in the spring and the fall as migratory stopovers. But really, if we don't keep that whole system intact, if any one of those links in the chain, so to speak, is weakened or is lost, the whole system's going to be affected.